Okay, let's see if this is working. Hello everyone, my name is David Deutsch. There we go. All right. Everything seems to be working quite well. Wonderful. Okay. Hi everybody, my name is David Deutsch. Welcome to another live session of Search Titans. So today I'm going to continue the lesson that I started regarding structured data and advanced SEO techniques. So yesterday I started talking about structured data in general. I was explaining that it's a little bit technical, sure, to install the first time, but much more important than that, this is an opportunity to create really advanced, super high quality content that's not only going to get you to the top of Google, but it's going to get you more clicks to your website. It's going to get you more sales. It's going to get you more branding, more awareness. People are going to see things instead of just being able to read them. And that's what advanced SEO is all about. It's about getting to the top of Google and then mastering the whole page and then adding as many images as you can. Images, different interactive content. There's so much to do. And every company can benefit from at least 5 or 6 structured data elements altogether. So I'm going to share today, I'm going to share all the information there is about carousels. First of all, what exactly is a carousel? When you go onto Google on your cell phone, your mobile phone, your handy, your cell phone, whatever it's called, uh, you have this view on the page, or is it this way? No, it's definitely this way, right? Anyway, you have the chickens, recipes, food, all that. The carousel is the part where you see 3 images side by side with the reviews from the same website, and you can click the little arrows on the side, the greater than and less than sign. If you click to the right, it'll show you the other list items in the carousel, and then you'll see all of the recipes on the page. That's one example. In my example, for Search Titans, I have 35 classes that I give, 45 classes within this series, within 7 series of digital marketing classes. So I have 35 different points to put into my carousel. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you how I do that using the Shema, using the code, which is kind of technical. And then I'm going to tell you all the really cool ways you can use the carousel. You see, everyone thinks, when you look at this on the screen, you're thinking to yourself, well, that's just one meta tag. That's not really the end of the world if I don't do it. More importantly, what would I put there? I don't do recipes. So is this irrelevant to me? No, it's not. Carousels can be used for recipes, sure, but Google has a very specific search engine devoted only to food recipes because there are millions of them. So then it created another search engine just for videos. Now, I'm not talking about YouTube. YouTube is its own search engine. I'm talking about Google Videos, which collects all the videos from the internet that are properly tagged and then places them in the Google Video search engine results. And then often you'll see some of those results appear on the universal front page. So the carousel can actually be used to show multiple videos, multiple movies, films, interviews, live streams, whatever you want, as long as you have one page for each of those, and then you create another page just for the carousel. So let me show you what it looks like in terms of my website. I'm doing it for this course. I haven't yet actually published this because I wanted to show you how I do it in person. Let's first go to this Google's structured data testing tool. So Google offers us this amazing tool. I forgot I'm on camera. Here we go. So this is the video object. So this is what the code looks like when you have videos in a carousel. In this scenario, there's only 2. There's position 1 and position 2. That'll give 2 videos. Of course, these are just examples. They're not for me. They're not for Search Titans. That's Google showing you how it's done. This is a course meta tag, JD script, JSON script. JSON. I think that means JavaScript, whatever. Anyway, this is what it looks like when you have a course. Oops, it keeps deleting it. There it is. So, and it's an example. This one is mine. Now, this is a little bit out there, so hang in there. This is what. Oh wait. Oh, my code's gone. Oh, that's okay. I brought it up on Notepad. So this is what mine looks like. You'll see JSON, etc. Item list says that it's for a carousel. That's what this type means. That means that it's for a carousel. There's going to be a list of courses following. It could be courses, it could be videos, recipes, it could be how-to videos, live streams. It could be anything from the list of structured data elements approved by Google. It could be articles, books, not breadcrumbs. It can be a course, a critic review. You can absolutely have multiple critic reviews as a carousel. You just have to put it as a list item, and so on. You also have employer aggregate rating, events. That's really fun. So if you have a lot of events coming up, or even in 1 year, you can have a carousel showing all of the events for 2020, for example. All of these are, not all of them, but most of them can be used within the carousel platform. It's just that very few people actually do that because it takes a little bit of work. It takes a little bit of work, not a lot. So this is, Merkle has technicalseo.com, really great little tool. They have this schema generator, so you can actually choose which event you want to prepare. It makes it a little bit easier to enter all of the details, and it pumps out the code right here. One thing it does not do, however, is help with carousels. When it comes to the carousels, you're going to have to do the code, and then you're going to have to update it yourself. Now, the guidelines of how to use a carousel, what you're allowed to do and not allowed to do, it's very basic. There's not a lot you cannot do. Almost anything you can do. You just have to put up the codes, and you have to provide the content, and then it's the content that's going to get you the clicks and the sales. That's the most important aspect of it. However, Google's guidelines is there to help webmasters not cheat and use these tools appropriately. The code basically works like this. You have one type of schema, which is one of these things up here, and then type 2, and a position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, and so on and so forth. Mine works 35 down all the way. And as you can see, let's stop right here. This one says Series 3 Advanced Search Only SEM. That means Search Only Campaigns SEM. And then I have the URL to the link, and that's it. I'm listing this listing as a course so that Google can actually present my course in Google as a digital marketing course. If anybody types in Advanced Search Only SEM or SEM, Advanced SEM course, well, my listing is definitely going to be ranked among all of the other courses that exist, assuming somebody else took the time to actually use these meta tags for the same exact kind of course that I offer. Advanced SEM, it's not a very common course. It's actually pretty hard to come by. Most courses out there for search engine marketing, they'll just tell you what Google Ads is, what a campaign is, and then send you off on your merry way. What we do at Search Titans is we don't bother with the basics. We train CEOs, we train VPs of marketing, global digital marketing directors. These people don't have time to learn the basics of search engine marketing. What they need to know is what Search Titans, my company and the other instructors and myself, we're going to tell them everything they need to know about their industry. Because there's a good chance one of us at Search Titans has already worked or is currently working for one of your competitors at one point or another. I personally have been doing digital marketing since 1999. And since then, I've consulted with thousands of companies, for agencies sometimes, and sometimes directly with companies. I've been all over. But my colleagues have had long-term jobs in very, very high, very, very respectable positions in companies like William Hill, for example, the gambling company. And we have Darty and Allocine.fr and many other global companies such as Toyota, Europcar, and many others. So that's what we do. And so when we offer advanced SEM, we know what we're on about. And I'm hoping that when somebody types that in, then we'll show up under the courses search engine of Google. I'm not sure that Google has necessarily a search engine just for courses, but I do know that they separate the content from normal content to indicate that it's an actual course. So that's what I've done for my carousel. Am I finished? No, I am not finished. Every one of these pages is also going to have videos. I have to make the videos, publish them, add the meta tag to each page, but then I'm going to need another set of meta tags just like this one on this page, where I can include all of the videos from all 35 classes and the thumbnails that go with it. That'll give me a carousel with a huge amount of coursework, each one with a different title and a different description, a different video for each one, and that gives me more presence online. I don't think that Udemy has that, or even the other competitors that I have, Digital Marketing Institute. I don't think that they've done this yet. Will they? Probably after I do it and they realize that they don't have it as good, but we'll see. But even if they do, even if my competitors do use this technique, there's a good chance they won't be targeting the same keywords that I'm targeting, because Digital Marketing Institute focuses more on holistic, all-together digital marketing at a very high level, very little details. You can't really make, I don't know if you can get a really great job out of it, but with Search Titans, we teach global digital marketing strategies and implementation, and it's a 21-month class. It's not like we're just going to teach you some stuff and then let you go. We're going to teach you the basics. We're going to get you started off on the first series. We're going to teach you all the basics that you need to install, so that in the second series, when you come back, now we can start strategizing and planning based on actual data from your company. That's what we do. Anyway, that's a lot about the coursework. But the code that you see on my page, this is all of those classes in one JavaScript code that's only there to tell Google that I have 35 courses. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy all of that code and I'm going to make sure it works. I mean, come on. Do you know if that works? How do I know if it works? Well, Google's actually pretty cool about these things. That's why I created this tool called the Structured Data Testing Tool. You come here and you place your code. Assuming that it works, you simply click the validate button and ta-da! 0 errors. That's really just golden, man. Really important. 0 errors and 35 warnings. It's one warning repeated 35 times. There's nothing to stress out about. It wants me to put in the provider field, but I've already done that once and it's only a recommended field. And it's not necessary to recommend to put the provider Search Titans every single time. If it is, then I'll have to update it. But I've already done it all over my website. I think you know who the provider is by now. So I'm leaving it blank. Later, I might decide to update it, and that's fine. So now I have to go to WordPress, which is what my website is built on. So I'm going to WordPress. Here we go. This is my page so that you can recognize it. Global Digital Marketing Director Career Training Course. It's a big title. It's for SEO. Don't judge me. Well, you can. That's the point. I'm teaching you, so you're supposed to judge me. But that's the title that I decided to go for because I'm really targeting that title of job. It doesn't matter if I'm training an intern, fresh out of college, or a 40-year marketing veteran. I'm training global digital marketing directors. And it doesn't matter if that's what your job title is going to be later, right now, or never, because you still need to know all the information that I have to give. Because if you work for a global digital marketing director, he's going to expect you to know all this stuff too. And he's going to expect you to implement it, because directors don't implement, they strategize. That's what I do. I strategize. I look at the problem from a high level. I delegate the work to whom? Digital marketing professionals and specialists. So a specialist really just does the work. A specialist would probably be the one who actually writes down all of this JavaScript code and puts it on the right page. But a specialist doesn't create content. That's up to the marketing director. And that's what this particular class is all about today. I really want to express how much content is required to actually have a carousel. So you need at least 2 or 3 pages of content, and then you need a 4th page for the carousel. That's the way it works. It's a little bit complicated at first, but once you get used to it, you never have to worry about this kind of thing again. And forevermore, every time you add a new carousel line with a new keyword, you'll appear on Google for that keyword with the whole carousel. Not every time, because Google chooses when to and when not to show structured data. So it's not a guarantee every single search, sadly. But the searches that really matter, the ones that are going to turn into clicks and sales, that's what Google's after as well. Google wants you to get the right click in your carousel and for you to get a conversion, because that means that the user has had a really great experience, found what they wanted, and went straight to your website, paid, everybody's happy. That's what Google's job is to do in the first place. So as long as you provide that amazing content, really well structured, and you give the Google this schema, this code, this JavaScript code from schema.org, then Google will really respect your website more than everyone else's, even if everyone else is a little bit more popular, maybe they have more backlinks, whatever. You'll still get higher rankings because you have better content. So I've now placed all of that code right here underneath another JavaScript for my live stream. And as you can see, it goes all the way down. I don't want to bore you with the code again, but it starts with Series 1A and it ends with Series 7E. This one is a video object for the live stream. So I haven't seen it work yet. I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen it work yet, but I've only tried it once, and now I have to update this. This was on the 15th, so I guess I'll have to update this for the 31st. Let's do that now while we're at it, and we'll try this again tomorrow, and we'll see if we can't get the live stream thumbnail to show up on Google for my keywords. It's a little bit tricky to see it live, but you know, I'm sure I'll get there in the end. All right, let's try this. 11. So that's Thursday and Friday. That should work, right? Okay. All right. So that's my live stream JavaScript, which is separate to my carousel script. And Google understands that they're both completely different. So I think, right? I'm not Google. So anyway, I'll update this now. I've already updated it once. This is what the page actually looks like. Now you're not going to see the changes that I've just made because they're in the code, they're in the backend. This should actually be visible right now. This is Twitch not working. It's probably because it's live or something. Yep, it's live and I need to pause it. There we go. So that's where my live stream is. I have no chats. Oh no, where is everybody? I really should like start asking people to come, you know, on LinkedIn or something. But these sessions are all recorded. So this is what the page looks like. And I'm actually going to be putting in some thumbnails next to all of these, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Now, I take the URL and I do the last most important thing is now I take the URL and I submit it to Google. Now, how do I do that? Right here, I type in to the inspect any URL. I just put that in there. I click go. And now it retrieves the data. Now, I've already done this, but I wanted to do it again live. So this is the current situation. Is my URL is already on Google and it's been well indexed. Great. Let's get some more information before I retest the page. Okay, so here it is. Discovery, sitemaps, referring page. Everything looks fine. Great. Now, here is the enhancements. Enhancements is advanced SEO, and it refers mostly to the structured data that we've been talking about. Mobile usability comes from AMP, which here, as you can see, linked AMP version is valid. My mobile friendliness is based on the AMP page. The breadcrumbs, I've already discussed that yesterday. The breadcrumbs are well structured and it says SEO or it says the right link. So you can click on the breadcrumb link, on the main link, on the link before that. It's all wonderful. It adds more clickability to my listings. And it's free, and almost everybody has breadcrumbs anyway, so not installing it correctly is just a waste. Then you have the site links search box, which I don't even know if that works. I've never seen it work before. But basically, if you want to search my website, there's a search box that shows up, but it has to be under very, very peculiar and very, very strict search terms, and I can't seem to trigger it. Very few people can. And then finally, the logos. My Search Titans logo is listed there. Great. What else? Is my carousel there? Nope. Is my live streaming there? Nope. Is my video there? Nope. Oh, goodness. Well, what am I going to do? Am I just going to wait for Google to decide to come around? No. Let's test live URL. Now you're going to see a big difference between what you just saw, mobile friendly breadcrumbs. That's still going to be there, but hopefully now there's going to be a new set of enhancements. The live stream should be there. I don't know why it's not. Maybe it's because it was expired. The video should be there. Don't know why it's not. Maybe I did it wrong. And then the carousel should be there, but because I just put it up there. And it looks fine. According to the structured data testing tool, everything should work. So now I'm waiting for Google to review the page. And it's going to show me the first results. It's going to ask me, is this okay? Did you do it right? Or do you want to go back and test it? It has not, just because it crawled it doesn't mean it's indexed it yet. It has not indexed the new changes. Not until I click the request indexing button that you see right below my tie, which like should end in my tie right around here. It's like down here. Anyway, I love live streaming. It's kind of fun, you know? It's like watching a delayed message of myself in a mirror. Okay, here we go. Oh, great. So we have videos. That's wonderful. But I don't see a course. Do you? That must mean that my carousel probably didn't work. Well, that's disappointing. I'm going to have to figure out why. Anyway, this is how it's all done. Okay, here it is. So this is my video and global digital marketing course, e-commerce. Let's see, crawled successfully 30th, expires. Oh, it already expired, that's why. I'm gonna have to change that. It expired on the 19th of October, so I'm gonna have to change that. But at least this has been changed, so that's cool. Broadcast event, so it does show that it's a live broadcast event. I do have to update the expiry date though. That I think that's posing a problem. And I don't see the carousel. So I'm not going to submit this page for indexing. Oops. I'm not going to submit this page for indexing until I figure out that particular problem. So for now, thank you very much for watching. I'm just going to recap what we've done. What we've done is we've created a carousel for the courses, for the courses of my page, and we've done that. We've looked at the structured data, and it should work. Maybe it's because the provider isn't listed, so I'll try that, and then eventually it should show course. Thank you again, and I look forward to the next live stream.